congratulations for the nomination.
Thank you so much for all the support and the opportunity, because your team actually definitely did a great job in supporting me and trying to help me out with the task service, the transactions analysis service. I think that this is great, and your team did a really fabulous job in training our team. And yeah, be real honest, like being a small firm, we never thought of like being in this position. And normally it's happened at the big firm. They have the investment, they have all kinds of stuff, but now like it's dream come true.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, they'll be happy to hear you say that, because they work very hard and they care very much about you and the clients. Like, you should see our customer success and our account managers, when they see a problem with the client, they give the whole management team a hard time. You always say that you're a small firm, but how small are you?
We are 45 people firm. This year, actually, I stepped back and basically do a lot of strategic planning this year and kind of beef up our marketing side. So we are looking to grow to up to like maybe up to 100 people within the next couple of years. So yeah, we are growing our firm vertically and strategically. So like we add in the commercial team, we add in like basically we are expanding our non-profit team. Probably by early next year, we will add another probably 45 to 100 clients, depending on the M&A that we are going to do.
Congratulations, that's awesome. Why did you want to go in accounting in the first place?
Going back to like when I was young, I saw my uncle. He was the chief internal auditor at GE back then. So I've been looking up on him, and he's always my role model. But the one thing that he did not accomplish is to get the CPA, like pass his CPA exam.
Really?
So I basically pushed hard myself, and you know what? In my early stage, I already know that I want to get into accounting, and then also I want to be in public accounting instead of going into the industry. So that's why I graduated back in 1999, and I spent about like a year and a half in the tax firm, but I don't really like tax at all. So I jumped into the auditing side. So I found my boss, and now it's one of my partner at the firm. Even he retired, but he agrees to help me out.
I mean, there's one thing to become an accountant. It's another thing to say, I'm going to start my own firm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I mean, in accountancy, which is a cash-based business, that's even more entrepreneurial than a tech startup. It's very hard to start from zero.
In 2010, basically, we go through a succession planning for my boss. The two partners decide to sell the firm and sold it to Stonefield Josephson, and then within the same year, Markham acquired Stonefield. So as a small firm, we were about like a 50 people firm back then, and going from a 50 people firm to a 2,000 people firm, the culture, it is definitely a culture shock. And then also the expectations are very different, like the client's expectation, our people expectation to the firm. It created a challenge for me to manage it. So at the end of the day, like in 2012, I told the firm, you know what, we better like split up and go part way. And yeah, so basically in 2012, my clients kind of follow me, and then like that's given me the energy to start my own firm back in 2012.
Ah, that's great. So did you think when you started, like, did you have specific ideas of what you wanted to do different?
The first couple of years, I spent a lot of time with client relationship. I just want to make sure that we do a great job. I just want to make sure that my clients are happy. So they are going to give me a lot of great reference, a lot of great testimonial, so that I can use it in my proposal process. But over the years, like when I'm like being my own boss, scare me a little bit because of all the potential, like all the fraud that I'm not being found out by auditors, and my firm is basically 100% audit firm. So at that time, we always think of a way, what can we do best? And a couple of years ago, when when your team actually reach out, I think Ben, Simon actually, and Kelvin actually, two of them reach out and introduce me to the solution. I say, oh great, this is something that we can look forward to, and then we got to be on top of that.
Well, thank you very much for your pioneering spirit, and it's great to see that you already were aware before even the technology happened of the fundamental flaws in the profession. When you look now, even the CEO of PwC and E&Y, and now everyone is saying, audits needs to do something about fraud. 4 years ago, people were arguing whether it should be part of audits or not. So if you had an advice for someone that starts today in the profession, what would you tell them? Or even better, like a student, someone that is still in university studying about accounting, what would be your advice for them?
Basically, is not kind of stick to the accounting principle, because yes, you need to know about the foundation side. But now when I'm hiring people, I need people who has the data analytical skill set, because that is the trend from now on. And basically everything is data driven. No matter you are in the tax side, no matter it is in the audit side or advisory side, is all data driven. So that's why the data analytics skills is very, very important. And if they complete the course from the program, that's very important. And then also be open-minded. So one area that I can tell, I've been doing audit for over 20 years. Without your program or without some other CAD tools, we never thought of something is at risk and something that can pass by us without, and my clients basically looking at it like, wow, I never thought of this before, and needs to be open-minded, because the technology is able to help us in getting more new information, but you need to adapt and provide solution for our client.